Okay, and we're live. And we're live. So, good morning, and thank you, kindly, Mr. Rhodes, for allowing us to uh, introducing us to Mrs. Rachel Juanina to
Yes, thank you, Montia. Thank you. Yeah.
to be able to introduce us to be able to come and talk to us here on our podcast. Um, that is in the limelight with Africa for the screening lab. So, and Miss Wanina, why don't you tell us where you're from?
Oh, thank you very much, Amani. My name is Rachel. I'm from Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah, in Nairobi, Kenya, right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah.
It's a long distance from
And I'm
us here.
happy to be here.
Yes, it's a blessing. It's a
Yeah.
blessing.
Yeah.
So I was told that you started you're the founder of the Youth Film Africa, correct?
Yes. Yes, I am the founder of Youth Film Platform Africa. It's an organization we started on 2010. And this organization was, founded based on my personal experience in the filmmaking space, where I started off as a journalist. And even just to become a journalist, I realized there was a very big gap in skills development and especially learning a lot of theory when you go to school.
Okay.
Then I got this opportunity to go to a film set. And then when I went to film set, I changed into filmmaking and became a self taught filmmaker. And when I was a self taught filmmaker, I learned of the challenges that are there, and I decided to start Youth Film Platform Africa, an organization that empowers the youth with practical and professional skills in multimedia for income generation and social self expression.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
uh that's congratulations to you. That's a huge initiative. So tell me, what age do you start? What age do
Okay,
you
so yeah,
children?
so are you saying what age I started the organization or
No,
the
what age?
career?
So say for instance, if a child wanted to
Oh, yeah, yeah,
enroll,
yeah. Oh, okay,
what
yeah,
ages
I
do
get
you
it. So,
start? Hmm.
okay, so I start with 18 years, although we have a bit of high school mentorship programs that we do. But these are customized programs. But the Youth Film Platform Africa starts from 18 years and above. Mostly we focus on the youth. In Kenya, the youth are 18 to 35 years, but we've had secondary targets of even people older than the youth still wanting to discover their talents and get away to get into the creative economy market. So we also don't chase them away.
Right.
We have programs fitted for them as well. Yeah.
Okay. So what exactly how is your program set up? Why don't you explain this to us about your program?
So the Youth Film Platform Africa, first of all, started as Youth Film Platform in Kenya, and the setup was to be able to have a platform that is a support system for the creative economy in
Mm-hmm.
Africa. So, what is a support system? A support system is looking at the gaps in the industry and seeing how can you come in and help. So, one of the biggest gaps we have in Africa is film business, creative economy business. We have a lot of talented people. They have technical skills. They've gone to universities and other colleges. So, we thought that we could come in from the professional angle and just teach people to bridge the gap between what the industry needs and what we are teaching in the school. So we decided we are going to teach somebody how to bake a cake by baking a cake. So
Right.
that's how we are structured. We do call for applications. We work with partners. We've worked with so many partners, including US Embassy in Nairobi, France in Kenya, so many
Oh,
different partners that we have. And what we do, we get them to fund the program, then we give the programs to the youths for free. So we advertise, we do like a call for application, and people come into the programs. So we have some blended programs. We have virtual programs. Kunle just attended one of our film production masterclass that we did at the close of the year,
okay.
which was amazing. So
Mhm.
we have a wide network of trainers. Our trainers are not based in Kenya or in Africa alone. We have made friends from all over the world. Like the masterclass that Kunle attended also was being facilitated by my friend from Russia, Olga Pulichino from
Oh,
Russia. She's an exceptional producer, and she was able to deliver that workshop. So we partner with industry professionals. So our motto is we bring the industry to the classroom, or we take the classroom to the industry.
the
It's
industry.
either or.
Right.
So we just focused more on ensuring that if you join our platform, first of all, we get to analyze what do you need. Is it mentorship you're looking for? Because we have some mentorship programs. Or are you new to the industry and you want to start from scratch? We have some programs that address people who just want to join the creative economy space and they are new in the creative economy space. Are you an industry professional who wants to formalize their business so that you can scale your business and make money from your business? Again, that's another person that we target, and we say we have different programs in different countries and also virtual programs that are very useful for, let's say, everybody in the creative economy space. And
Right.
what we do, we leverage our networks, our international networks, to design programs that can help the creatives take action. Again, we don't see the creatives as people who need the training. They just need to get like some knowledge of how they can do things. But mainly, majority of the people we've had in our program are amazing creatives. So it's just that they just need to know what's happening in the world. What can I do better? They also need a bit of life skills. Life skills is everything. Just learning how to pitch, how to speak out, how to go about your job, how to maintain your job, how to relate with people. The mental part of creative economy is also very important. So we also have a lot of life skill training programs that teach you how to behave in the marketplace.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's a huge
Yeah.
initiative. Congratulations to you. Taking on that's a
Thank
big
you.
responsibility. That's a big
Thank
responsibility
you.
with you. So how long have you been doing this?
Okay, so we launched this in 2010, but I
Yeah.
started working in the film industry in 2005, like
Oh,
in film and media industry in 2005. So I'm 20 years plus. The
wow.
organization is 15 years
Oh, wow.
plus.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. So that means that you're a
Mm.
filmmaker as well, right?
Yeah,
Do you
I'm a
film?
film producer and director. Yes.
Right. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what I would we would so we have the TV channel Armani Red
Yeah.
ICT. It's on Roku. You can add it to
Yeah.
any of the smart TVs. And
Yeah.
if possible, we would love to be able to partner with you as well to be able to give the youth something they can go back and look at. They can go back and watch it and tell all their family or other people around the world actually to watch.
Yes, I would love to partner because our goal is to make African creative economy become a source of social economic development. And I'm
Right.
sure with channels like Roku TV and others, of course,
Mhm.
what we're trying to do is to pick this content from these people, but we want to teach them how to formalize their businesses so that they're able to then trade with the channels, trade with other people. You find that many people in the creative economy space don't even have a business plan. They just do this because they love it. And
Right.
we are guilty as charged. And I feel like it has come to a time that we've seen out of countries like Nigeria, for example, that are really monetizing their creative economy space, that it's possible to monetize this space. And we want to spread this gospel. We want to have creatives in Africa who can negotiate their contracts, can do business deals, who can have life skills. They know how to deal with any entrepreneur, even if that's not somebody from the creative economy space. They know how to deal with investors. They know how to basically deal with the government, because also some of the things that pull us behind is also lack of knowledge on local policies on the creative economy space and stuff like that. So we are telling our African creatives, why can't we come together and really change our industry? And also, of course, the biggest topic in town is also about co-production, working with other African countries and distributing your work across different African countries. So there's a lot of conversations that need to be heard, and this platform that we have is a great place. So we want to meet as many filmmakers as possible, and we are open so much to many partnerships to make this dream possible, because it cannot be done by one person. It has to be done by all of us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a huge initiative, isn't it? That's pretty much we're trying to help
Yes.
the world, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's something that we can take and build through generations and generations. It's a legacy, you know, it's something, so whatever happens to us, the next person will be able to come aboard and pick up the stick and go running with it. That's the goal. That's the goal, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So how do you see how do you see film empowering our African youth today? So what made you um how do you see film empowering our youth first? I know I asked two questions at once. So, but how do you see
Yeah.
empowering our youth?
Okay, I think film in specific is one of the most diverse medium of art and of creative economy, because it has all the arts in it. Film has music, film
Mhm.
has, even architects, engineers, scientists work in film. So
Right.
film is just like this big open door for creating so many jobs. But the thing is, when you look at the way we do film in Africa, and then you look at the way film is done in most of the Western world, it's a big difference. And the big difference is formalization, actually. You find like some people are doing film as a joke or as a passion, and
Right.
other people have created a whole
A life
system that
career.
can really make a lot of money. So film in itself, it employs a lot of people. If you're making a short film, you have 30 people on your set that you're
Exactly.
paying. You'll be hiring locations from people. You'll be having props and wardrobe. So you're empowering a whole community if
Right.
you're making a film in that community. And when you're making a feature film, it's the same. And then also we have so many youths in film, like they're talented in one skill or another. For example, storyboarding, you find special skills just like writing or other skills that could be undermined. But film can pay you for writing. Film
Right.
can
Yeah.
pay you for your knowledge of camera operations, and
Right.
film will pay you for all these things. And when you look at films in general, when you look at a global perspective, we've seen some good examples. For example, when you look at the Titanic, I always use the Titanic as an example. I know it's a long shot to use the Titanic, of course, when you're referring to Africa, but the Titanic is a film that was made with 200 million USD. That's why it's such an iconic film, and that's why for a long time it was the best selling film in the world. It made 2.4 billion in a year,
Yeah.
Titanic, after it was
Oh,
released. And the reason why the Africa film industry is not able to empower its creatives as much is because we have one gap in film business. So, for example, you find that the producer has a great idea, great script that could be done with a proper budget, but they choose to make the same script with $10,000. So you find when you're making that script, it's a feature film with $10,000. What will be happening? Long working hours, underpaid. You're using most of the things for free. You don't have money for marketing your film will not reach the world. So what we're trying to say is, can we even like teach the producers how to budget? For example, just come up with a good budget, then
mm,
teach them how to pitch, because there's a lot of film funding. If you look at the Red Sea, CNC, so many fundings that are actually directed at African productions that only like the gatekeepers know. because also
Right.
in Africa we have these gatekeepers things. A few people know things, and then majority of the other people don't know anything, you know. So
Right.
it's like what we are trying to do is to think, how can the youth benefit from this if the gatekeepers keep on not sharing this
Right.
information? The
Yeah.
young filmmakers don't know that there's Red Sea Fund. They don't know that there's this. So we use platform to make sure that filmmakers can be able to know that these opportunities exist. They can be able to learn how to be professional, how to package a production, get a good budget. I look forward to a day when the minimum budget on an African film set will be $1 million, because
Mhm.
that day, that means everybody will be taking a huge check back home,
Everybody. Yeah.
from the architect, from the set designer, to the editor, to
Right.
the writer, to
To the
all
right.
these people.
Everyone.
If you have like 300 people in your film, the
Right.
costumes, the culture of Africa, and the story of Africa will be told in a better way. So I feel like film is a big employer. I've been to Cannes Film Festival, I've been to Venice, and other prominent film festivals. And let me tell you, when you watch an African film and then you go outside the theater, what people keep saying is they keep saying this is a good film for Africa. You
Mhm.
realize even the biggest streaming platforms, they've separated the movies for Africa and the
Mhm.
movies for the world, for global. And this starts with the quality. And the quality starts with understanding film business, because if you
Right.
understand film business, you understand how to brand your actors, brand your crew, package them, so that when you go to sell them to the world buys them. You know, when you
Oh,
look
right.
at something like Wakanda Forever, the way
Yeah.
they packaged their actors, Lupita Nyong'o and the rest, you know, it was Chadwick Boseman and others. They were packaged by that movie in a way that everybody in the world wanted to watch Black
Understood.
Panther 1.
Right.
And all that is done with money. So film can really contribute a lot. If you're talking about one film making $2.4 billion, another film like Avatar making $2.8 billion in a year, then we're saying there's a market for films. And I
Yeah.
know Kenyans, for example, are among the biggest people who buy films. I think
Right.
if you walk to many Kenyan homes, especially in Nairobi, you find Netflix. So
Mhm.
people spend all their time watching movies, and then you're here saying that there's no market. There's a huge market, and what we need to do is to formalize the industry so that many youths can get into this industry, make money, and not only make money, tell the authentic African story. That is
Right.
social self expression, which is their right. Africa already has a very bad brand. We need to clean this brand. And the only way to clean this brand is by telling our own authentic stories. We don't have to wait for somebody from Hollywood to come and tell our stories. We need to tell our stories ourselves. So I believe in this
Mhm.
industry, it makes financial sense. It makes a lot of money. I see filmmakers paying 40,000 euros a night to sleep in a yacht in Cannes Film Festival. These are filmmakers. So filmmakers has produced billionaires, and film has produced billionaires in the world. And you know, it's a very nice career for the youth, because the youth love to express themselves. If you look at the Gen Zs, they are either singing, dancing, doing something, and they could fit very well into the film industry. So I
Right.
believe film is a big contributor, can become a big contributor to the socio-economic development of our continent, and Nigeria has proven that as well.
Yeah, I believe that too. And as well as with one thing with film, I think that people forget about too is that with film, telling stories, it actually helps and teach people. It helps teach you.
Yeah.
It gives inspiration. It helps move people that haven't had any help or different. It helps. It becomes relatable, and those are the things that make people want to keep watching it over and over and over again, watching something relatable and help, and that touches their heart and so I think that that's a great initiative. I know our initiative is to be able to help people around the world to be able to continue to get exposure for their initiative. So kind of like the mother brand,
Wow.
to be able to carry everybody, bring them in the house. So even if that's not from their whole movie, but even through the exposure to help them get onto other platforms, because that's something that I can do as well. So I can give them the exposure to be able to get onto other platforms, either so there's trailers or so, I can get the trailers, put it on the platform, and I can shop it around as well, and it's really because by it being a global platform, all it takes is a phone call to say, hey, along with everyone else helping too, hey, turn on, download this channel, and why, and it's right there. You don't have to go through a whole bunch of emails or so forth, because all you have to do is tell them to watch the TV. you know so
Yes.
that's one of the biggest things that we're trying to do too, is to be able to help and inspire people, and bringing their stories to life, because everyone has a story on why they're doing this, or why they're helping people, or why we should do certain things, instead of bringing so much negative things out. It's our goal is to be able to try and bring some positivity, into the world, and bring and help
Wow.
tell their story too, you know.
I
So,
love that. I love that. We need that. And I just, if you allow me, maybe I may comment on that because it's very
sure,
important. Because the work we do, the social work we do, is not for ourselves, it's for the community. And for
exactly.
instance, my community is Africa, and actually in the class we just did, the film production masterclass, we had even people from Iran. So our initiative is going global now,
Yeah,
and we really need partnership. We need people to know that there's a platform that is supporting them, is ready to support them, and
exactly.
that's where you're coming in and you're helping us to do that, and we are really appreciative. And we, applaud you and say that keep on doing this. It's an amazing thing to just share information with creatives so that they can know, even not with creatives, with different initiatives, so that people can know where to plug in. And
Right.
I wish you well, and I'll become a subscriber to this platform as well from today,
Please do. Please
because
do.
I just learned of it.
Please do.
Yeah,
Please do.
yeah,
I'm not a filmmaker. I don't make film
yeah,
or anything.
yeah,
My goal is just to help, and to
yeah,
share in the initiatives of what everyone else does. So it's kind of like a big how I want to bring everybody to my house to be able
yeah,
to see and to help. That's what it is.
y-
So,
yeah,
I don't make
yeah,
music, I don't do film. My goal is to just help people to be able to get the word out of the goal that they're trying to have out to everyone,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
that's something that, and Conley has been a huge help with that as well, because he's been helping me with that, to bring people out,
yeah,
to be able to find people that
yeah.
help with that initiative, you know so
Um,
what advice would you give to a young African filmmaker just starting out, or to
okay,
anyone?
yeah, I would just,
Because now we're talking about the whole world. This is for everyone.
yeah,
So
yeah. So I would say, yeah, I would say if you're a creative, a filmmaker is part of a creative, and I know there's no filmmaker without creative economy. That's the first advice I'll give you. Try and understand the creative economy space, because film is connected to showbiz, it's connected to TV, it's connected to everything, and
mhm,
so you really need to understand the creative economy landscape. Then start
mhm.
with what
Oh, it paused.
you have.
I may have you
Hello, can you
repeat.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. I may
Yeah,
have you
sorry about
repeat
this.
that again because it paused.
Yes. Okay, sorry about that. So
It's okay.
yeah, I was saying that it's important to understand that you can start with what you have. I
Right.
started youth film platform in a church. I went to a church and I told them, advertise this to your church members. I did not have capital, but I had the vision. So they advertised this to their church members, and 39 youths signed up. And the church gave me their hall, the church facility, and I trained the youths for the first year. The second year, we were able to go to 100 students. The third year, 150. And as we are talking right now, we've empowered 5,000 direct beneficiaries. and over 15,000 secondary beneficiaries through our programs. So you need to just start with what you have. Don't postpone your dream. If you have your phone, nowadays you can make a whole short film with your phone, because your phone, the minimum quality your phone has is 1920. What I would advise you is get some friends, join a film program like Youth Film Platform Africa, where you can meet some friends who can work for you for free, or just go and advertise online and say, I have this idea, I don't have money, but I need people to come on board and work for me as producer, director, blah, 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 and collaborate with me to help me build my dream. So, yeah, education is very important. If you're able to plug into an institution like ours, you just get all that for free. You just get the students, you get a support system in that process. But if you're not able even to get that program, start with your phone, make something. There's one thing I do when we are recruiting in Youth Film Platform Africa. We tell you to send us anything that you've done, even if it's a script, because you have to show passion for what you want to do.
Want
So we
to
can't just pick you and you've done nothing. You never even like went to a play, volunteered somewhere to show and prove that you have that passion. So I
right,
believe that it's time for that young person who wants to start with passion. But for the established creatives, this is my advice for you. You need to think about the business part. You can get help. Creatives are not good business people, or you get training to be a good business person if you want to run yourself. But I would say building your brand and packaging yourself requires some assistance from somebody who understands entrepreneurship. They help you with rate cards, with things that you need to package yourself so that you can sell yourself. Remember, film is not just a creative thing, it's also a business. And for
right,
you to thrive and grow in this career, you really need to start building from scratch a professional filmmaking career.
right. That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Thank you for that
Yeah.
advice. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Sure, that would be I love that ending. That would be a great that's a great way to be able to help encourage people. Because you know what happens? I think sometimes people, not just people, a lot of us out here now, um, you have an idea, and a lot of people are afraid to fail. They're
Yeah.
afraid to look like they don't know what they're doing. But sometimes having that is the very thing that will bring the right person to you. Sometimes we don't always need to have the 100% experience to do it. Sometimes we need just an idea. Of course, know what you do. Know exactly to be able to explain it. You know, but then at the same time, like you said, is to start somewhere. Show the passion, talking to people, enrolling in certain things, and letting them know that you do have that passion. you know but a lot of people, I think a lot of people feel like a lot of us feel like that they're afraid because
Yeah.
of failing, afraid of being laughed at or looked at some type of way. But that's not, when you do that, the more and more you do that, you're just suppressing yourself and you're delaying your dream, you know. So I
Yeah.
appreciate that message that you sent, because that was huge. You do have to start somewhere. um well, I really appreciate you coming aboard, and I am looking forward to talking to you after about or we can schedule a time to talk about partnering and how we could work together to be able to bring some things out for everyone to see, honestly. So,
Yeah. And I'm looking forward as well. Thank you so much for having me.
and thank you for taking the time this morning and the patience to be able to come on to talk to us. Thank you, Kunling, for introducing us and bringing her aboard. It's a very great initiative. Thank you. And
Thank you.
so I suppose so. This will be it. What would be good is if you could message me and send away where people would like to, other people would like to partner with you. So when I post this, I could, I'll put all that information there and they could contact you so that we could hopefully keep it moving, keep it going,
Yes.
bring some more
Yes, I will send that information. Thank you so much.
too. And yeah, like I said, I'll be talking to you soon. All righty.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
and for everyone else, thank you so much for watching filming our Armani Red International Film Screening Lab. And we are in the limelight with Africa. Kenya, Africa. So thank you. And thank you, Miss Wanana, Rachel Wanana.
Thank you.
And thank you, Miss.
Thank you.
All right. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.